Hello everybody, today I'll be showing you Jewel Master. I just want to show you the current progress that we've got. Last time I showed you guys uh, Jewel Master, we had, I don't even think we even had this menu right here. So let me go ahead and explain this menu first. This is a new game, of course. This is Enter Code. The thing you gotta know about Jewel Master right off the bat is that there is no save. There's no way to save, so what you have is you have the old school style of password system where every time you complete a level you get a password, and then you just enter that password and it'll take you to your next, to whatever that level is that you're on. So another thing we have here is options. Now options is a little buggy. I need to adjust this a little bit, but nevertheless it does work. Like here's our music. In fact, I'll go ahead and cancel that. And then we have our credits, of course. Now, credits, I haven't actually finished building that menu yet, but don't worries. Alright, so let's go ahead and start a new game. Alright, and let me go ahead and explain how the game works. Over here is our Master Jewel. And as you can see, the Master Jewel changes every so many seconds. Now, the thing that we need to do is we need to know what our Master Jewel is, and we come over here and we click on the jewels that match our Master Jewel. Now, also note that some of these jewels, though, and the Master Jewel look very similar, and you'll see very minor differences in the shading and the coloring. In fact, I'm pretty sure we'll probably eventually see that before the end of this video. We'll see one, and you'll see what I'm talking about, because some of these shading, some of them are lighter and some of them are darker, but they still have the same shape. So you really got to pay attention, like this one. Now, even though there was only those jewels available that you could, that had the correct shading, you will find that in some of them, on certain boards, because this is all randomly generated, you may not be so lucky. Like, let me find one. I guess I'm getting lucky today because I'm only clicking on, or I only have the good ones. There's not a large variety here, so I guess I'm getting lucky right now. But normally you probably wouldn't be quite so lucky. You'd have to really pay attention to the shading. Now we're getting ready to level up, and you'll see the level up screen where it's going to give you the password. There we go. Now there's our password, Jewel Apprentice. Now I'm going to go ahead and press the escape key, and I'm going to go ahead and just go back to the main menu. Now if we ever wanted to come back to that level, we'd simply just enter our code, Jewel Apprentice. Or that enter the word Jewel Apprentice. Now, the other thing to keep in mind, though, is that this software is a prototype. A prototype simply means a sample game or a small scale game. This is not a full-fledged game. With this prototype, it's designed to be an out-of-the-box solution, which basically means if you wanted to purchase this software, you would buy it, of course, and you would add on to it, or you would just basically use its concept. You would probably change up the art, or you would add on to it or change something. That being the case, if you did purchase this, my recommendation would be adding power-ups to this type of game, and maybe some more animation, maybe more sound options, maybe clean up some of the menus a little bit. But for the most part, this is an out-of-the-box solution. You can clearly play this game. It has 5 levels. It's very fun. It's very addictive. It would probably be best as a web-based game that you would probably find on like social networks. I think it would probably be extremely popular, especially on social networking, social media, such as like Facebook, MySpace, web forums, and places like that, of course, that you would commonly see web-based games. So that would probably be the most marketable place for this software. However, you could probably market it as well very easily as desktop software as well, if you added on, just a little bit more to it. So the other thing to keep in mind as well, though, about this game as well, that's really nice about this software, all these fonts right here are actually custom fonts to style. Now, the cool thing is that the user does not have to install any fonts. This is all using code. The code reads from the font file, where it's stored inside of a folder, and then that's what it actually displays the text. So the user side, it's really easy for them. They just click the executable, and they're good to go. So, and it's all actually included in the source code as well. So if you bought the prototype, obviously you get the source code and the art with it, and you'd be able to take a look at the source code, and you can modify that to any font that you want for these menus, as well as the art, of course, as well. Alright, so thank you for your time. If you have any questions about the Duel Master prototype software, please feel free to ask, and post your comments as well about the prototype software. Please keep in mind, though, that this is a prototype piece of software and it is not a full-scale piece of software. Alright, so thank you.